dia gerak. Awak sana sikit awak. Sana.
Bawah sikit, bawah. Ni apa, Protista?
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nafira Khairunisa binti Muhammad Shukri, and in this video, my group members and I will explain about the hidden world of Protists. First, look around you. When we think of life on Earth, our mind instantly go to the giant tall trees, roaming animals, and even ourselves. But what if I told you that in every single drop of pond water, an entirely different invisible universe is thriving? A world of bizarre, beautiful, and hyperactive organisms that defy the rules of plants and animals. So, let's start with the concept and content of what is a protist itself. Protists are mostly single-cell organisms that belong to the eukaryotic group. This means that even though they are extremely small and cannot be seen with the naked eye, they are actually quite complex. Unlike prokaryotes, protists have a true nucleus that contains their genetic material. They also possess specialized organelles which carry out specific functions inside the cell, much like the cells in plants and animals. In short, protists may be microscopic, but they are highly organized and play an important role in understanding the diversity of life.
Because they are so diverse, scientists often categorize them into three informal, fascinating groups based on how they get their energy. First up, we have the animal-like protists, also known as protozoa. These are heterotrophs like the amoeba or paramecium. They are actively hunt and consume bacteria or other microorganisms. Next, there are the plant-like protists, which are the algae. These guys are autotrophs that use chlorophyll to perform photosynthesis, producing a massive chunk of the world's oxygen supply. And finally, number 3 is the fungus-like protists. Think of things like slime molds that absorb nutrients from decaying organic matter, acting as nature's tiny recyclers.
Hi, my name is Nur Atika. To truly see this incredible microbial diversity with our own eyes, our group knew we had to step out of the classroom and take our learning straight into the field. So we headed out to the local river, armed with nothing but our curiosity and a few collection fields. We crouched by the water edge and carefully collected freshwater sample. Now, if you were look at a field at first glance, the water looked completely ordinary. It was perfectly still, seemingly clear, and looked almost empty. But we know better. We know that nature always hides its biggest secrets in the small place. With our previous samples in hand, we headed straight back to the lab. This is where the real excitement began. We carefully prepared a wet mount slide, placing just a single tiny drop of that lake water onto the glass. We slid it under the microscope, switched on the light, dialed up the magnifications, and peered intensely through the lens, searching the dark fields of the view. For a few seconds, there was a suspense, but then suddenly right there on the screen, a whole hidden world came to life, floating gratefully across the fields of view. We found this absolutely masterpiece of nature. What looked like empty water to the naked eye was actually a bustling, thriving ecosystem. Seeing this tiny organism moving, living, and playing their parts in environment right in front of us was absolutely mind-blowing. It's really proof that even the smallest creatures have a massive role to play in the world.
Hello, my name is Nura Ain. Now let's meet our discovery, a diatom. Diatoms are single-celled photosynthetic plant-like protists belonging to the phylum Basilarophyta. Look closely at its structure. The transparent glass-like outer shell you see is called a frustule, which is entirely made of silica. Inside, those golden brown bands are called chloroplasts containing the pigment fusoxanthin, which captures the lights to produce energy, and those tiny clear circles, those are stored oil droplets, which helps this heavy glass shell float perfectly in the water column. But this little organism does a massive job for our planet because they photosynthesize diatom, which generate roughly 20 to 50% of the oxygen we breathe every single day. That is more than all the world's tropical rainforests combined. When these protists die, their glass wall do not decompose. Instead, they sink to the ocean floor, forming thick layer of sediment known as diatomaceous earth. We usually use this ancient glass in everyday life, from swimming pool filters and natural pest control to the abrasive grit in your toothpaste. So, from producing the very air we breathe to cleaning our water and teeth, this microscopic marvel is easily one of the most influential protists on Earth. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, our observation of a single diatom from a drop of lake water showed that even the smallest organism can have an enormous impact on life on Earth. Protists may be microscopic, but they are essential for maintaining aquatic ecosystem, supporting the food chain, and producing a significant portion of the oxygen we breathe every day. This assignment has helped us appreciate the hidden diversity and importance of this fascinating organism. The next time you see a pond, lake, or river, remember that beneath the surface exists a remarkable microscopic world working tireless to sustain our planet. Thank you for watching, and we hope this presentation has inspired you to discover the amazing hidden world of protists.